Alright here. Got the meat and potatoes here today. We've got National League Divisional Series Game 7 Phillies and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks forced a Game 7 last night by taking care of the Philadelphia Phillies on the road. Will they be able to take out the Phillies again tonight? Brandon Pilfedet is on the mound against Ranger Suarez. Lefty versus righty here. I mean, obviously, we had an amazing Texas Rangers last night. Ended up really slugging. Really came on the road and slugged it out here in good fashion here. I mean, they started out hot. They ended up getting 3 runs out the gates. And Houston didn't know what to do. And so, congratulations to the Texas Rangers. Now let's see if the Arizona Diamondbacks here. They've been a team that they kind of been on the ropes. They were hot in the beginning, kind of cold a little bit here, and then got hot down the stretch here. Obviously made the playoffs here, and obviously have gotten hot as they swept the Brewers here, and they actually swept the Dodgers here. But it's been kind of a back and forth series. You've been expected between these two teams. The Philadelphia Phillies last season had a tremendous run in the postseason, and looks like they're trying to get back to where they left off from last season. So we'll see if Philly can hold on at home here, or will the Diamondbacks surprise you? And then we got NBA tip-off. We got 2 games to speak of only tonight here. We got the Los Angeles Lakers going into Denver to take on the defending NBA champion Denver Nuggets. Then we have the nightcapper. We have the new look Phoenix Suns here, minus DeAndre Ayton, with a no Chris Paul. Chris Paul happens to be on the other side with the Warriors. Warriors are minus Draymond Green here tonight, but definitely gonna be see some high side from that game here. We'll see what Bradley Beal and Jurkic Nurkic is gonna bring here. He obviously got traded over in the DeAndre Ayton trade here. The Suns got Bradley Beal, so how will Beal get along with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant tonight here in company, going on the road, playing at Chase Center in San Francisco, California tonight here, taking on the Warriors here. So definitely two awesome, amazing games. I mean, obviously 4 teams in the West to start out, 4 teams that definitely have a really good shot. Obviously, defending champs, the Nuggets want to prove. The Lakers, Lakers kind of, on the free agency, they brought in a couple guys. Well, we'll break that down here in a few minutes here. As I like to do, is I'm going to break down the NBA, talk about the teams and do all that here. But I'm showing you the Diamondbacks and Phillies game right now. That game doesn't tip off till about 5 o'clock, so we got about 3 hours to go. We got about 2 hours and some change till NBA tip-off here. We got a couple college and some NHL we'll talk about today here. But like I said, the meat and potatoes here today is NBA's tipping off, but the big meat and potatoes and the big steak and the meaty portion of this tonight on the sports, is the National League Divisional Series Game 7. Phillies versus Diamondbacks. I know a lot of people don't like to watch baseball. It's a more better, intriguing game watching it live. I mean, any sport is awesome and amazing live than it is sitting at home or just watching the game. I mean, some sports it's cool to watch together, together and to root together. Obviously the Olympics, the World Cup, just to name a couple few sports that people like to speak about here, so hey. So without further ado here, alright, we're going to change this here. We're going to put some NBA here. We're going to put the logo of the teams here. We'll talk about the first team I'm going to, definitely want to talk about here is the Lakers. The Lakers here, obviously the Lake Show here. Obviously, the Lakers coming in tonight. I mean, they're looking to build upon, last season. They made the playoffs but got knocked out, and wasn't what they wasn't expecting here as far as the Lakers basketball is concerned here. But they went in the off season and they definitely decided to try to get some guys that had really solid seasons last season here, and guys that can come off the bench here can be contributing factors here for the Lakers, to say the least here. All right, so like I said, who am I talking about as far as contributing factors here? That's we'll get a picture here of one of the players here that I would like to talk about first here. That will probably could make a solid impact here. Definitely like his and that is all right. I'm gonna move this out of the way for a second here. We're gonna move this out of the way here. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit here so we can talk about some of the players here. It's my man Christian Woods here. And what I want to talk about Christian Woods is Christian Woods was, one of these guys came from the Rockets, Houston Rockets, or maybe it was the Rockets, or maybe it was Detroit. And he played really well. Got himself a contract with the Dallas Mavericks, but couldn't quite stay healthy. To be honest with you, couldn't quite stay healthy, and just with Porzingis there, he couldn't really get much started. So in the off season, it seemed like he needed to go somewhere else, and the Lakers decided they would take a chance on this young man here. I feel like he gives the Lakers a good big man coming off the bench, a good big man that can spread the ball, who can rebound. So I think this is somebody that can help out Anthony Davis if Anthony Davis does happen to go down. Obviously, Davis is another person that has injury concerns to worry about. As we found out here in this season in the NBA here, or in the NFL, a lot of stars and a lot of people have gotten hurt, and it's been one of those years. Especially for me, it's been a crazy year for fantasy. And so NBA, will we see any crazy injuries, opening night here? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can see some really good basketball before, the really crazy injuries happen here. Start really jumbling things up here. All right, so Christian Woods, like I said, he's another guy that I think is a valuable piece that going forward here. I think he's gonna be well. Another piece I believe that they brought in as far as a guard here is my man Gabe Vincent here, Stockton, California's own Gabe Vincent, who basically he played tough, got drafted by the Miami Heat, played very well for the Miami Heat, and earned himself again a chance to go to another team and actually solidify himself. And I think Gabe Vincent is going to fit kind of well here with the Lakers. I think maybe it's going to be a little bit of a learning process. I'm going to say it's not going to be Gabe Vincent's going to come in here and start tearing it up here, but I feel like Gabe Vincent tonight coming up to San Francisco. Obviously in Northern California, he's a Northern California kid. Grew up in Stockton, California. Played his high school basketball there. Obviously played his collegiate ball not in California, but hey, Gabe Vincent is a guy definitely coming off the bench. Definitely is somebody that the Lakers definitely need, some quality guys that have energy and have spark and can score, can play some pretty good defense. And I feel like Christian Woods and Gabe Vincent being a part of that little second unit here can definitely give the Lakers a spark, what they need here. And then one other player that the Lakers definitely went out and signed here that I thought, definitely is going to help them go moving forward here is my man Jackson Hayes here. Jackson Hayes here, obviously things didn't work out so well in the Pelicans with New Orleans here. Obviously Jackson Hayes had a little bit of injury things, staying healthy here, but wasn't really considered a starter here. So I feel again, here's another guy, opportunity, very good young shot blocker here, good defender, somebody that can come off the bench, play some defense. He's athletic enough to get around the hoop, but like I said, he's got very good tendencies rebounding the ball and blocking shots here. So that keeps teams out of the paint, trying to drive, trying to be aggressive. So I feel like Jackson Hayes, Gabe Vincent, that Christian Woods, those guys should help the Lakers, revitalize this ain't the Showtime Lakers, but helps them get back to being, a functioning team here. We all know they got LeBron. We all know they got AD. We all know they got, D'Angelo Russell. We all know that they re-signed Austin Reeves here, who had a hell of a year, and they also re-signed Rui Hachimura. I believe Rui Hachimura is also another good player to watch out for on the Lakers here, who played well ever since, the Lakers have kind of got some of these guys that weren't getting enough playing time, weren't whatever, being stagnant where they were, and now these guys are starting to become more and more efficient here. And with LeBron and company here, with players like that, they're definitely, you could tell that their game's gonna rise up, and we'll see how the Lakers do this coming up season here. Alright, so now that we've done talking about the Lakers here, let's talk about the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets here. The Denver Nuggets here, the Nuggets. Alright, obviously we got a new logo here for the Nuggets here. Obviously, we're with the Nuggets here. We're going to start with this man here, Christian Braun here. Christian Braun here was another young talented player that they definitely sought and they got last year from Kansas, who won a national championship, came back and won a national championship with the Denver Nuggets here. I believe he's going to be another valuable part coming off this bench here for the Denver Nuggets here. And definitely somebody you could target here as far as, fantasy purposes, or even if, player props. We're going to get into player props. We're going to get into our things here, but I like to kind of break down and talk about some of the players here. Obviously, Christian Braun here. You got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope here. Let's put Caldwell-Pope's picture up on here now here. Like I said, a very young player here that definitely needs to let's get Caldwell-Pope here. I feel like, guys like Caldwell-Pope here and Christian Braun here definitely solidify what they need to do. Obviously, Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, maybe the Lakers get out here. But, I definitely like the Nuggets here tonight here. I definitely like the Nuggets tonight. I definitely think they can win here tonight. But I can also see the Lakers, taking one and pulling one out here tonight. Depending on how the game flow goes. If the Nuggets can't shoot the ball, or the Nuggets just can't defend and play defense tonight, and I feel like if they can't hit any of their outside shots and they can't play really good defense here and allow the Lakers to stay in this game, I feel like the Lakers could cover it. Possibly Lakers could win the game as well. But that being said here, let's talk about the next game here. Like I said, we're just gonna talk about a little bit of things here, meat and potatoes here of certain teams here. So we'll talk about the Suns here. Suns obviously coming back to the Valley of the Sun here. We got the Valley of the Sun here. We got the Suns, and we're going to talk about Bradley Beal first here. I want to talk about Bradley Beal first here. I think he deserves to get some talked about here for the Suns. Well, the Suns, I think here, definitely getting rid of Chris Paul was a great thing for them. I feel like getting rid of DeAndre Ayton as well here. I feel like Ayton was kind of not gelling the way they needed him. Bringing it and trade him away and getting a player like Nurkic here. I think that bodes well here. So with Nurkic and you have Bradley Beal here with Kevin Durant here and Devin Booker here. Obviously, there's no Cameron Johnson. There's no Mikal Bridges here. There's Josh Okogie here. So we're to see how the Suns play out here. I feel like the Suns, at first, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a, it's going to be tough here. I feel like, Bradley Beal's still dealing with a back problem and injuries, lingering. So I feel like he might not be, the greatest going, starting out the season. But I feel like you give him enough time here. I think, he'll be in there being the third option here, and help Book out there, so Book doesn't have to sit out there and really hit threes here. You can let Bradley Beal hit threes and let Book go inside and cook and get those jumpers and let Book facilitate a little bit more here and just become be more open here in the offense here. And like I said, let's show this next guy here. Jurkic here. Alright, I was like, where's his picture at? There it is. There's his picture in his nice Suns uniform here. So, like I said, I feel like Nurkic gives him a good solid option in the center here. He rebounds very well here. He could play defense too as well. And I feel like they're getting a better player here, and not so much as far as youth here, but a better guy, quality guy to go with Kevin Durant and to go with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal moving forward here. And tonight they got a tall task, taking on the Warriors here. Well, the Warriors aren't so scary. No Draymond Green here tonight, obviously. They got Chris Paul here for the Warriors here. I mean, obviously, we're gonna see how that works out here, and all that type of good business here. Steph Curry here. Obviously, and like I said, the Warriors, it's a funny team here this season here. Let's put the Warriors logo up here, and I don't think I really put any of the Warriors players up here. No, I don't think I did here. But we all know the Warriors have, we all know the Warriors have their players here, as they always do here. Alright, let's bring our trusty dusty thing back in here. Alright, there we go. Alright. And like I said, the Warriors are the Warriors here. And when they play at home, it's tough. And like I said, without no Draymond here, I mean, they really lack size and depth here. It's very, very youth orientated. Besides Kevon Looney here, so it's gonna be interesting here. Like I said, Kuminga. Will Kuminga get some shot at being kind of a power forward, kind of the Suns, the Warriors go more of a smaller lineup here. I know. They got like I said, Chris Paul here. I mean, I don't think Chris Paul is going to be starting here unless because you have to have Wiggins. You got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, I think, yeah, Looney, or unless Looney plays the center, and then, you put Wiggins. You could put Wiggins at power forward, I guess. I mean, then you could play maybe Clay at small forward, and then you have maybe Curry play the shooting guard, and then you can have Paul be running point here. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see, honestly, how that's going to work out here, and so it will be interesting to say the least here. So let's get into what the meat and potatoes, what everybody wants to know here. Who are we taking tonight here between the Diamondbacks and the Phillies here? I got spurred. I got spurred by the Phillies. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I feel like tonight, if I flip flop and if I pick the Diamondbacks here, I feel as though that's not gonna serve me very well. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just feel like in this series I've been kind of off a little bit here on who's gonna win. Yesterday I didn't want to pick the Diamondbacks. Well, I wanted to pick Diamondbacks, but I went with Philly. But today I kind of feel like I don't want to pick the Diamondbacks here, and I want to go with Philly. But we have the over/under 8 runs here. I don't know. I'm going to say there's got to be runs today. I mean, if we're going to take any side of the bet here that I don't want to be, if I don't want to be flip-flopping on who, I think maybe this goes over 8 runs here, Phillies and Diamondbacks here. Maybe the runs come off the board here. I mean, that's what happened with the Rangers. Rangers and the Astros went over the total number of runs yesterday, so maybe we have a Game 7 here in the National League that does the same and goes over 8 runs here. But that's what I'm feeling here. Like I truly, definitely would love to take the Diamondbacks. Would love to take them to win here tonight. Would love to see them win tonight. But I don't know. Philly losing last night. I don't know. I feel like that's just something's telling me take the over. Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. Don't feel bad if you think the Diamondbacks. Just take the over. Just take the over. All right. And now that we got that here, let's go to basketball. Let's see. We got our basketball games here. And we want our NBA games here today. Here. All right. So we got the Lakers and Nuggets here. We have the Suns and the Warriors. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm not gonna lie here. I think Lakers cover the plus 5.5, and I don't know, for some reason I say the under 229 here in this Lakers Nuggets game here. And the Warriors here, I mean, I gotta go Suns on the road here. Suns on the road. And I don't know, the over under here, 234. I mean, I would definitely I just love to say that this game is going to go over here, but I think I want to stay with the unders tonight here. I'm going to, like, if I take two sides of the bets here, I like Lakers to cover 5.5. I feel like if the Lakers do lose here tonight, maybe it's a closer game than most expect. Definitely, I think it's going to be under here because I don't know exactly what we're going to get between both these teams, if we'll get high-scoring affairs or not. Suns and Warriors, maybe, maybe more or less high-scoring points, but I don't know. I feel like somehow Phoenix gets the win tonight here. I don't know why, but I feel like Phoenix gets a win here tonight. And like I said, I always like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, especially Klay. I mean, I'm glad to see Klay coming back here. I mean, obviously, if we're talking about, I always like to talk about smoke in here. I think it's all smoke here coming down to, with the contract with the Klay Thompson deal. I think there's a lot of smoke. I think Klay Thompson's going to end up staying a Warrior. I don't think, unless there's unless something crazy happens where they have to go. But I mean, like the James Harden situation. If I'm Philadelphia, I'm getting rid of James Harden. I'm getting rid of him. I'd send him back to Houston because at least Houston, you could probably get some quality players back and some value that could help your team at this point. But because I mean, it's bad. I mean, you had James Harden go all the way to China to talk shit about Mr. Morey, who hence when he was with the Rockets back in the day, Morey said some shit about he don't care about China type shit, like Donald Trump type crap. And LeBron and James Harden had to go backtrack because these people have businesses over there. And let me tell you, I don't hate these people because they're trying to make business money decisions and this and that. But you got to worry about who your business partners are. Who are you getting in bed with, okay? Not everybody is doing good business deals with good business partners. Let's just say that in a nice way. Whether it's sports aspects or life aspects. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so we got that going here. We got football. We got a couple college football games here to speak of today here. We got college football here. Alright, we got New Mexico State and we got Louisiana Tech, and then we have Western Kentucky at Liberty here. Western Kentucky is an interesting team here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This game is probably the better game tonight here. Liberty and Western Kentucky gonna be the most. New Mexico State and Louisiana Tech here. I don't know. Give me Louisiana Tech at home by 3. I don't know. And for me here, I am going to take, I like Liberty a lot. Liberty's a team I definitely like, but so is Western. I want to take the under 61 points here. So if you read what we got so far here, we got Louisiana Tech minus the 3. We have the under 61.5 between Liberty and Western Kentucky, minus 110. We have the under 234.5 between the Suns and the Warriors, minus 110. We have the Phoenix Suns money line, plus 120. We have the Lakers plus the 5.5. We have the under 229 between the Lakers and the Nuggets. We have the over 8 runs in the Phillies. So that is going to be our contrived bet here for today. Like if everybody wants to know what is Kenny Manning picking today. Well, this is what I'm telling you. I'm taking the over 8 in game 7. I'm taking the under 229, and I'm taking the Lakers to cover the 5.5. I'm taking Phoenix Suns on the money line to straight up win. I'm taking the under 234.5. I'm taking the under 61.5 between Liberty and Western Kentucky, and I'm taking Louisiana Tech to win by a field goal over New Mexico State. So those 7 picks will, if I bet $1, that will cash me out $110.39. So that's good. I mean, that's good right there. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain much. All right, so now that you know what teams I like here, let's look at the player props here. Let's look at some player props, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll start here at the college. We'll start here at the college level here. And we got New Mexico State. Looks like it's New Mexico State's quarterback here. All right. So him to get over higher or lower than 200 yards passing. Him to get over 85.5 yards rushing. 292 yards and a half passing and rushing. Star Thomas to get over 40 yards rushing. Jonathan Brady, don't call him Tom, to get a rushing or receiving touchdown here. That is also, if you take the higher that he gets one, it gets you an extra 1.75 extra bonus. We got Hank Bachmeyer here, over 240 yards passing. We got Cyrus Allen to get a touchdown here. Is also, if he gets a touchdown here, that gives you 1 and 25 extra. We got Smoke Harris. We got that Smoke Harris out there. Smoke Harris, he might be somebody you might look at the player prop here. Smoke Harris. Well, let's see what Smoke Harris has done here recently here. We like that Smoke here. Well, Smoke Harris had 117 yards against Western Kentucky and against Middle Tennessee State on the road here. He had 129. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Smoke don't come out here and give you that smoke. Or give that defense a smoke. All right. Now next we got Liberty. There's some Liberty players. We got Caden Salter here to get a rush and a receiving touchdown. He's obviously the quarterback here. Him to throw an interception here. Over 60 yards rushing. What do you think it goes over or under? Same thing. 200 yards passing. Quentin Cooley here. Over 105 yards rushing. Interesting. We got Trayon Sibley here. Last time we tried to take him for a touchdown, we did not get rewarded. So 37.5 receiving yards. Then we got CJ Daniels here to get a rush plus touchdown, or 65.5 receiving yards. Austin Reed to get a touchdown here, or 296.5 passing yards here. And we got Malachi Corley here. Get 8 receptions here. And over 8 receptions, or over 96.5. Over or under here. So. Alright, so let's look at baseball now. Let's go to the baseball here. We got baseball here. So we got, obviously, we got Brandon Petfit, to get over 4 strikeouts, to get 11 pitching outs here, or over 17.5 fantasy points. We got Corbin Carroll here, young rookie here. Boost, we got Boost here. If he gets over 1.5 hits, runs plus RBIs, over 6.5 fantasy points, that he gets over 1.5 total bases is 125 bonus. Also, if he steals a base, it's 2 times bonus. If he gets an RBI, it's 1 in 75 bonus. Kelt Marte here, get fantasy points, or if you want to take his, they got some bonus. If they get he gets an RBI. Then you got Christian Walker here. You get an RBI. Tommy Pham here if he gets an RBI. And then we got Gabriel Monroe. He did pretty good last night. I think he was one of the guys that. You got Evan Longoria. You got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. You got Geraldo Parmonda. You got Emmanuel Rivera. Then we got Ranger Suarez here. We got Bryce Harper, the Harper. We got Trey Burner Turner. Kyle the Schwaber. We got Nick Castellanos. JT Realmuto. Alec Bum. Brandon Marsh had some hits last game. We got Bryson Stott. So that's so far that's all we have as far as that. Let's look at NHL here. We'll look at some NHL. All right, NHL here. All right, NHL. Well, if you want to bet, we want to bet some hockey here. We're gonna have to get onto it here. At least we want to bet the Toronto and Washington game here. Joseph Woll, Austin Matthews here, Mitchell Marner. We got William Nylander here, Bill Nylander, John Tavares here. We got Tyler Bertuzzi. Yeah, Max Domi here. Max Domi, Morgan Riley. We got Cal Janarek. We got John Kilgenberg. We got Noah Garger. Mark Gargando. TJ Brody. Darcy Kumper. Alex Ovechkin here. Look at that old man. Look at that old man, Ovechkin here. Look at that guy. Look at he's got grays in his hair. Old man Ovechkin over there. He's already got grays. We got John Carlson here. TJ Oshie. Evangever Kostovanus. I don't know. Tom Wilson. Dylan Strom. Rasmussen Sandin. Nicholas Backstrom. Trevor Van Ramendijk. Martin Favre here. We got Frank Rountree. Where's the guy that I picked last time? Troy Terry here. Where's he at? This guy right here. This guy like. See, this time got his shots on goals here for him to get over a point here. So let's see. Last time he did get his thing here. So let's see. Against Boston, see, just like Arizona, he had shots on goals. He didn't have any types of blocks or anything here. So for him to get a point, I mean, against the Blue Jackets here, he did help me out with the shots here. So I mean, I don't know. I probably, if I'm gonna go anything with him here, I'd probably take that he gets over his shots, which is 2.5, which he did quite easily here. Mason McTavish. Like I said, these games start Ryan Strom here, so it seems like we're all siblings here. You can tell like by some of these people's names here. There's a lot of siblings. Boone Jenner here. So like I said, and we'll look at the NBA here. All right. So if you think LeBron could get over a point here tonight, which is probably going to happen, it's boosted your odds here. Then you got 23.5. LeBron gets a double here. 2 personal fouls here. 3-point attempts here. We got Anthony Davis here. We got Big Brow Davis here. Austin Reeves here. Interesting. We got D'Angelo Russell. His stats here. Then we got Rui Hachimari here. We got Tyrion Prince here. Like I said, we got the big Christian Wood here. Christian Wood. Get that wood. And we got Gabe Vincent here. Then we got the Joker to get a triple-double here. Which is, quite frequently, he's always up there as, something as a guarantee. Like I said about Christian McCaffrey getting that touchdown yesterday. And if you would have took that as a player prop, and I told you, Jamal Murray here. 7.5 threes attempted here. We got Michael Porter Jr. here. Okay. Over 2.5 personal fouls here. Yeah. Some interesting, like I said, I'm looking at these some interesting ones here. Definitely ones yeah, they're more than capable of completing here. I mean, that's interesting. Christian Braun to get a block here. I mean, that's kind of an interesting one here. Kevin Durant to get a double-double here. I mean, it's feasible for him to do that tonight here. We got Devin Cook here. We got Nurkic to get a double-double. I mean, that's quite possible against the Warriors here for him to get a double-double here tonight. Josh Okogie here. We got Grayson Allen over here. Drew Ebanks here. Yeah, we obviously got Stephen Curry here. His Curry props here. Then we got Klay Thompson props here. Then we have Chris Paul. Andrew Wiggins. Kevon Looney here. So that's pretty much it here. That's pretty much it for what we're looking at here. So, I mean, basically that's what we're looking at right now here. So, like I said, I already told you who I was going to take here. My player props. We haven't really got too much on the player props, but we might show that off on our social media platforms here, which would be, Instagram. We're on Snapchat here, Facebook. Yeah, I'm not on X or Twitter or any of that shit, but, like I said, I could probably get on here as well and just go late night, or just get on here and just say my quick player prop here, and build the hype here, But yeah, so I mean, tonight I feel that there's gonna be some good games here, but also there's gonna be some. Be careful here. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you want. I mean, it's like the Vikings beating the Niners here. I mean, we played one of our best games of the season here, and the Niners still had a shot to win, but still couldn't get the job done. But I still hear people say that our team isn't where it should be, capabilities. But we're 3-4 now, and if we could beat Green Bay this fucking weekend, who's which will be playing them in Green Bay, we need to beat them. We will be at 500 once again. We'll be 4-4 here, which isn't bad. We kind of had a rough start, but hey, can we figure it out? Can we figure it out and be competitive and maybe make the playoffs here? Even if it has to be the last spot, even if we don't win the division and it ends up being the Lions that win the division, if we could keep competitively enough with the teams that are at that 6 and 7 spot here, because there is actually another team this year, believe it or not. So I'm just leaving it at that here. So until then, next time, until tonight here, until we get our Tuesday, we'll probably have a throwback Thursday mix here. Play some old mixes, some old hip hop, some old school rock and everything else. So we'll be good to go there. So. Oh yeah, what are your picks? All right.
Warriors money line, Golden Knights money line, the Coyotes money line, the Kraken money line, the Avalanche money line, Lightning money line, and the Diamondbacks money line.
Diamondbackers.
I didn't know Texas Rangers were in the World Series. I was like, all right.
Yep, they're in the World Series now. I bet them yesterday. Yeah.
77. I did it on my bookie.
Nice.
I gotta do a player prop later.
Yeah.
Warriors game's on at 8.
Well, it's on 7.
Well, it says 8 on ESPN.
I don't know.
Is the Lakers game about to be on?
About an hour, 4:30.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Yeah. So yeah. So make our player prop here. Got to get all player property out here, but yeah. So yeah, we've been doing our thing here, talking our sports here. As like I said here, my sister's on the opposite of me. She's going Warriors here. She's going Warriors. I'm going Suns. I'm taking Lakers cover the 5.5. She's taking Nuggets. I'm taking the over 8 here, and she's going with the Diamondbacks. I didn't really pick anybody in hockey yet, so we'll have to see about that here. We haven't got any player props, but like I said, in my social media platforms and all that, I will be dropping it in there. Or like I said, maybe if we get up on here for tip off here, maybe we do like a little tip off here. Watch the Lakers and Nuggets, maybe do a little bit of tip off here. Maybe we'll show our player props here, who we have in the games here tonight here. But if not, then we'll be back here again for our Tuesday night. Like I said, throwback Tuesday mix here. So it's been 46 minutes here. I know yesterday we did like about half an hour, but I only like to talk about it a little bit here. I try not to go too long because it's not necessary, and plus it's just myself talking here. Nobody else comes and talks to me. So it's just, hey, like I said, I'm not hating anybody, and please don't take it as, oh, I'm fucking angry motherfucker, and I just hate people because they don't come to my chat. Hey, I come by everybody else's chat, whether they come by and watch me do my shit and all that, that's on them. I choose to come watch them regardless if people don't watch me. So I just want that to be known. I'm not a fucking asshole and sorry and this and that. But I do my shit too, and I love it if people will come and support me the way I support them. But I can't. I'm not here to hold people hostage or ransom. But that being said, we're out of here. We're out of here, and tune in tonight for the Throwback Tuesday mix, not Thursday. Throwback Tuesday mix.